All right, guys, we are going to talk about the differences between parallel lines, perpendicular lines, and intersecting lines. Lewis, what clue is in parallel lines that tells us what our lines are going to look like?
The two L's.
Good. So when we see that, we should box it. And then that will tell us that those are what the lines need to look like. Can you draw me two parallel lines below the words?
Yes.
Now, what are parallel lines, Carson?
They're lines that will never cross each other.
They'll never cross each other. What do we think of when we think of parallel lines?
Railroad train
Railroad tracks. Will they ever cross?
No.
No, they keep going, and they're always the equal distance away from each other. Okay, the next line that we talk about is perpendicular lines. What would two perpendicular lines look like, Lewis? What's important about perpendicular lines? When they cross, what do they always, 100% of the time have to form?
I know.
You can answer.
90-degree angle.
Yeah, they have to form a 90-degree angle. If it formed a 90-degree angle, what would be in that angle? How would we know that it was 90 degrees?
You put a square.
Yeah, there would be a square there, right? Or if they tell us it's a perpendicular lines, we know it's forming 90-degree angles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, intersecting lines. What are intersecting lines?
Lines
That cross. Perpendicular lines, are they intersecting lines?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are all intersecting lines perpendicular, though?
No.
Well, can you draw me two intersecting lines that are not perpendicular? Now, why are those not perpendicular?
Because they don't have a 90-degree angle.
But they cross, making them intersecting lines. Awesome. Okay, Carson, when we're labeling parallel lines, when we're labeling parallel lines, how would we label that? What does the label look like?
I'll just write any numbers.
Yeah, you can write what two parallel lines would look like. Okay, so what is that? How would you read that?
It's a label.
Yep.
That's a label.
So line DE
is parallel. That's a parallel sign to FG.
So line DE is parallel to line FG, and this is the sign that tells us they are parallel. Okay, now how would we label two lines that are perpendicular to one another? So line LM is perpendicular to line NO. So these two marks are super important. This one telling us that the two lines are parallel, this one telling us two lines are perpendicular. Awesome, thank you.